Trump was ready to sign the measure, and White House officials sent lawmakers a letter saying the measure would help to facilitate the culture of life to which our nation aspires. That praise was in contrast to the certain veto-similar bills faced under President Barack Obama. That same fate awaits it this year. Republicans have a 52-48 Senate majority, but overwhelming Democratic opposition means the measure would never reach the 60 votes it would need to pass. The White House letter also said recent advancements show the physical structures necessary to experience pain are developed 20 weeks after fertilization. During Tuesday's debate, Republicans said there is scientific evidence backing that view, including ultrasound images of fetuses reacting to being prodded. These unborn babies are feeling pain. They suffer. That is really hard to hear and really hard to say, said House Speaker Paul Ryan. Our Wisconsin Democrats called such assertions junk science. The American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists has said fetuses cannot experience pain before at least 24 weeks of development. In an interview, the group's chief executive officer, Hal Lawrence, said overwhelming evidence shows fetuses younger than that have reflex activity but lack the neurological development to sense pain. They can't tell what it is, Lawrence said. If you can't interpret it, it can't hurt. Representative Louise Slaughter, DNY, called the measure the GOP's latest attempt to pass off political posturing as proven science. Just 3 Democrats voted yes while 2 Republicans were opposed. The measure would make it a crime for anyone to perform most abortions on fetuses believed to be 20 weeks into development. Violators could face 5 years in prison, while mothers undergoing such procedures could not be prosecuted. Abortions after 20 weeks are rare. According to the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, of over 664,000 reported abortions in 2013, just 1.3% occurred at least 21 weeks into development. The Supreme Court legalized abortion in 1973 but opened the door to some state restrictions. 43 states bar some abortions at certain points during pregnancies, according to the Guttmacher Institute, a research group that favors abortion rights. Asked this week if the Senate would consider the measure after House passage, number 2 Senate GOP leader John Cornyn of Texas said, "That's not a near-term priority." Senate GOP leaders are now focusing on tax cuts. But National Right to Life Committee Legislative Director Jennifer Popick said in an interview that her group wants the Senate to vote on the measure because it highlights for people across the country how extreme people on the other side are on this issue.